Hey y'all, and welcome to the Southland Piper. I'm your host Tim. Hope you're doing well today. I have this GBD International billiard. It's a nice little pipe, but it needs some work. So let's turn around to the workbench and get started. Let's take a closer look. Okay, GBD. I'm not sure how well y'all can see the international part. There we go, a little bit better. And the rim is in rough shape. It appears to be a plateau, but it's got a lot of thick, heavy carbon on it, and that's going to be a little difficult. The cake in the bowl is uneven, but I don't see any signs of any problems. We'll have to see what it looks like after we get it cleaned out. Stem fits well. The stem is kind of chewed up. That's not anything we can't handle. I just hate to see one chewed up like that. Indented quite a bit on both sides, so may be restricted in its airflow. That's what we're working with, so let's get started. Well, the stem is restricted enough, pinched down enough that I can't get it to pass a pipe cleaner. Try this way. Now I get down there and it won't come out. So what we'll do is we'll heat this end of the stem up at the bit, and we'll take a tool and put it in there and just kind of press up on the walls of the stem. We should be able to get it to open up enough to pass a pipe cleaner. See if we had any luck. Yep, there we go. Just like that. We passed the cleaner, so now we've got there's another little spot right there. Let me do it a couple more, a little bit more, and we'll should be good to go, but it's open enough at least now to pass a pipe cleaner. All right, it's fairly open, but I'm going to finish it up. This is a slot file, and I'm just going to put it in there and make sure that everything's good and open. Feels like it is. Yep, no problem at all. Don't feel anything. That's what we want. All right, I'm going to put the stem in some deoxidizer. Drop it in. I'm using this before and after extra strength deoxidizer. It's good stuff. Let's see if we can't clean out some of this out of the pipe bowl. Not seeing any issues. Got some old tobacco down in there, but no issues. Let's see here. Get a better look. Yep, the bowl's in really good shape. No problems. All right, let's work on this rim a little bit. And what I'm going to do is see if I can just, let me back out, sorry. What I'm going to do is see if I can just pick some of this off. Yep, see, just a big chunk comes right up. So I'm hoping we just got some heavy carbon and we don't have any charring. We won't know until we kind of remove most of this anyway. Just going to remove a little bit with the pick, just so I don't have to make the briar cleaner do all the work, or at least knock some of it off before I use the briar cleaner. Try not to go too deeply as to gouge into the briar. I'm going to use the before and after briar cleaner, another fine product from this website. We'll apply a good coat and then let it wait about 20 minutes. And we'll take a soft toothbrush and some water and scrub it down. All right, we'll let that set for 20 minutes. All right, time to scrub it down. And we'll set a timer for 3 minutes. Well, this isn't a plateau. This is just a rusticated rim. That's all it is. A little different. Now let's take a closer look. Tell you what, it did a really good job of cleaning that off. And I want to say that that rim possibly was a darker color, possibly. It would definitely take the dye darker just because of the rustication. I'm not really seeing any reason to clean it again. I guess I could. Has a little bit of a tan appearance to it. Well, let me do the cleaning one more time, and I believe that'll be good. Probably good at this point. Well, it's been soaking, gee whiz, I don't know, about 20 hours, which is more than enough time. So let's pull the stem out. There we go. Trying to decide what I want to do about these tooth marks. Let's take a closer look at the stem. It's just kind of beat up. Got an area that the button has been pushed down. The back side has these deep tooth depressions as well. So I'm going to add some material in the G-Flex. These I could possibly file them out, but I know this area is pretty thin to begin with, but there's not much I can do to other than add material right here where the button is pushed down. There you go. So we'll add some material pretty much all over and then let it dry and file it and sand it and see what we end up with. So using the G-Flex, and then I've got the hardener, and then some pigment in black. We've got to change it to a black color. It's not black to begin with, so. Tell you what, I'm going to start with the side that's got the pushed in button part, which is the bottom. All right. That should do it. Not a whole lot, but that should do it. All right, we'll let that dry. Let's take another good close look at the stummel, this rim in particular. Still got a little carbon on this inner edge, but it did a good job at cleaning it up. You can see the individual lines on the rustication, so I'm happy with that. May bump this with a little bit of sandpaper. I think I'll try that. Won't do a whole lot, but let me get a little sandpaper and I'll just kind of clean that edge a little bit. And I've decided to just go with a regular tan. That rim will go darker. All right, let that dry and we'll put it on the buffer. The stem is now fully cured. See the repair there. So now we'll start with some file work and then sanding. It's filed down and now we'll do some sanding. Sanding is done. So next phase will be buffing. And I will start with some Triple E, White Diamond next, Red Rouge, and finally Blue Rouge will be the 4 different grits of polishing compound that I will use on this stem. And here's the finished pipe. I think it turned out well. The stummel looks good. The rim, I'm kind of not too sure about. I may go back and do some more buffing. It's a little dull right here. So we'll go back and do that. The stem turned out really nice. Again, I've got another little bitty indentation there that I'm going to have to do something with. Backside looks really good. So all in all, it turned out well. Well, thank you for joining me today, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.